Hi friends, so I thought I'd take a few moments to just talk about the recent march to end all slaughterhouses, and also the campaigns that seem to be going on in various countries where people go down to slaughterhouses or go near to slaughterhouses, more is the point, to do vigils. They call them vigils. I think I've mentioned this before, but it's a little bit wrong-headed to do a march to end all slaughterhouses, because they exist because we create demand for animal products and animal use. They wouldn't exist if we weren't creating demand. It's a simple it's simply economics. No demand equals no supply. I put this to the people who organise this, that it's a little bit misplaced, and why don't they have a march that's a Go Vegan march? If they want to have a march, why not have a Go Vegan march? But they don't seem to be receptive to the idea that it's kind of asking people who are non-vegan to shut down the slaughterhouses, or that they should be shut. Basically telling people that slaughterhouses need to be shut, and these are the people that are the reason why these slaughterhouses exist, is a little bit illogical, a little bit silly. And so I ask people, just don't buy into that. If you want to do something for animals, learn how to advocate in morally consistent ways about veganism. I invite people to go to UVE archives at wordpress.com, or you can go to, and I'll leave a link to that, or you can go and visit blog.veganeducationgroup.com. That's South Florida Vegan Education Group's site. So consider going there, and to both those places. I think you'll find some good information there, and you can check out my vegan podcast, howtogovegan.org. That's also something you can look at. But we really need to sort of stop looking at suppliers and businesses as the problem. They're not the problem, and slaughterhouses are not the problem either. And there are no good slaughterhouses. There's there's the slaughterhouses in other countries are just as horrific as the slaughterhouses in your own country. They're all bad, and this idea of also these groups that do vigils against slaughterhouses and want people they want to feel the pain of animals and stuff. That's a masochism that really isn't that helpful. It's not really going to bring people to realize anything, particularly if you're not asking them to go vegan. If you're not asking people to go vegan, and all you're doing is telling people how awful slaughterhouses are, then they think that the issue is about treatment and not about use. They think the problem is how we're using animals. They think that the issue is how we're using animals. That's the problem, rather than that we're using them at all. And that's not such a great message. The message is that we're using them at all. That's the problem. And there's no such thing as humane use of animals. I talk about this a fair bit, and so do any other abolitionists. There's no such thing as humane use of animals. So our use of them needs to end. And, if we're not putting out any clear messages when we're doing things like marching to end slaughterhouses, or we're doing vigils near slaughterhouses, it all just highlights the idea that it's all about treatment. It highlights the idea that, that there's good ways and non-abusive ways to treat animals, but there isn't. It's all bad, and it all has to end. And the way to end it is to get people to go vegan. So that's really all I wanted to say. And I mean, I don't know why people want to traumatize themselves by going to a slaughterhouse. It's really just going to assist in people burning out really quickly. So let's maybe abandon that, shall we? Anyhow, that's really all I wanted to say. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Faint Signals from Vega. You can find the links on Facebook at Vegan Trove Extra, and you can find it on Twitter at Vegan Trove Extra. So thanks very much for listening. Till next time, bye for now.